Hello, friends. Thank you for joining us. This is Joel, and this is the O2 Drop.
Hello, friends. Thank you for joining me. My name is Joel.
And this is the O2 Drop.
You're listening to your favorite made-for-adults Pokemon VGC podcast, coming from Perth, the home of Mark.
Hello. I live in Perth.
Is this a Pokemon podcast? I haven't known all this whole time. I've just been talking about God knows what for
Yeah,
the last
I know.
year.
And Dan.
What's up? What's up?
Wait,
Oh,
is that
sorry.
the real Dizzy B?
It's
It is
your
the
boy.
real Dizzy B.
The one and only back in the building, coming at you live in Perth.
Thanks for the
What?
bits. Thanks for the bits.
Smash that like button.
Are we
Smash
live?
your mum.
One day.
Ring a bell.
I thought you were going to say coming from Perth, home of the upcoming O2 Drop Invitational that will be happening in 2 days.
I was going to say that, but we went through some Dizzy B rubbish. Yes.
Rubbish. How dare you?
Wow.
If you're listening to this on release, we are approximately 54 hours away or thereabouts from the O2 Drop Invitational, which is taking place July 5th, 11 a.m. Western Standard Time. If you're in a different zone, figure it out.
Is this like the biggest and most stacked event Perth's ever had?
Probably in terms
I
of,
wouldn't say biggest.
I would.
Well, most prestigious.
Yes.
We've got a cash prize. We've got multiple, like 2 regional champions competing.
I'm sure
and 3 world invitees.
Perth Regs last year had more than 2 regional champions competing at it.
It definitely did.
But this will probably be the first Perth event that has been
Perth-focused.
streamed live
Yes.
with commentary.
Yes. So we are bringing to you with our partners. Thank you to Perth VGC, who mostly consists of Brendan Robeson, former co-host of the O2 Drop, Sliff, Jason Slifka, and Warren, who are going to help
You
us.
sat on poor Fiverr.
I did.
sit on my
I didn't.
cat?
I didn't sit on her. My cheek smacked her in the face. My ass cheek.
Chris disturbed her spot.
I'm actually so sorry. I was just trying to get some back support and I sat on a cat.
Wow.
Sounds about right. So we are going to be bringing you an event with the best 8 Pokemon VGC players in Perth will be competing in a double elimination tournament where the winner gets $200 cash and they get a wonderful limited edition role in the O2 Drop Discord server.
Wow.
Yeah.
What if they're not in the O2 Drop Discord server?
They have $200 to pay for membership.
Can you just say that part again, like about the best 8 VGC players?
Yeah, can you repeat that,
Can you
please?
repeat that? That was
Yeah.
I wanted to hear that again.
The best 8 VGC players in Perth.
Okay, that's really interesting. Chris, how much CP did you end up with last season or the season just gone?
I mean, CP is one way of measuring a player's skill. There are many other ways.
And how did they measure this? Wasn't it just in CP specifically gained at Perth events?
Yeah, so the best players in Perth.
Yeah.
You were a good player, Mark, but you were not a good player in Perth.
I'm a good player in Perth. You literally start this podcast off by coming from Perth, home of Mark, who is also apparently not in Perth, based on my arbitrary fucking bullshit requirements for entry to this tournament that I don't even care about.
Yeah, you don't care at
Definitely
all.
not.
I'm not mad.
No, you're just a really good player outside of Perth, where you've done.
Outside of the top 8. Outside, obviously not as good as Ben O'Neill, which is
You can all kiss the wrinkliest part of my scrot.
who's also a regional champion. We've got 3
the
regional
seam?
champions.
yeah, the same.
Is he?
Yeah, he won 2018 regionals.
I did not know that. There you go.
That's the year that I got DQ'd in top 8.
Oh, I didn't make the connection.
Zapdos Gate.
Fuck, don't even get me started. Drax, if you're listening.
Hey, Chris, tell us about Zapdos Gate.
Nah, we're good. I told the story too many times.
So you're paying $200 cash to the winner.
Yes.
Are you paying your commentators?
No.
Fuck.
Doing it for the love of the game. So yes, we will have a stream, which will be through the Perth VGC stream on YouTube or the Perth VGC channel on YouTube. I've shared some links on our socials, so make sure you check that out if you are not able to make it down to Collector on Saturday. We are going to have, depending on how the finals go, 8 or 9 rounds of VGC to stream, all with live commentary coming from some of the best minds in Perth as well.
That the world has to offer.
The world, actually.
The world. Because, like, I mean, Cybertron's featured our teams on YouTube.
Yeah, James Beck certainly has.
Yeah. My
team's been featured on a YouTube video. I can't remember which one, but it was.
It was there.
Yeah, it was the history of Excadrill on VGC, and for 5 seconds in this 35-minute video, someone mentioned my team.
Nice.
Good job, Mark.
That is hype.
Peak. I would like to bring up the Invitational because Alistair Sanover, friend of the show, 3-time regional champion, who I fellow S team member,
Co-member of S team.
yes, with Dan and I, has done like the odds for this event.
Yes.
And he's
mapped out his predicted path.
Yes,
Path to victory.
His path to victory. So round 1, it's me versus Kieran, and we have a storied history. We were team no skill issue together in our first ever
Oh,
multi-battle.
The multi-battle.
Yeah.
That was fun.
We went undefeated and won.
Boo.
And Kieran's a friend of mine. I think we've had some very competitive battles over the years. It was never like an easy win for him or vice versa. But Alistair has decided that Kieran's a shoo-in for round 1 of the tournament, and he's put Kieran through as beating me, and I'm not even in the flow chart for road to victory for Alistair.
No, you're
I've just
not.
been written off completely.
Which
Do you think it's likely that you're going to beat Kieran?
Well, actually, I have beaten him before. What I will say is this:
We've all beaten him. That doesn't mean anything.
a lot of people, and I'm looking at
haven't.
Dan Baguli for a classic example. A lot of people have not organised a team yet, and I think Alistair and I don't know how Alistair and Kira are going, but they seemed like they were having some team issues for Worlds as well, right? And for this event.
Kieran did just come second in the VR tour.
Oh, look, he's washed. But I've got this team that I'm pretty confident with. I've been smashing it in the 1300s on ladder. And
that's where you get the reps in.
yeah, exactly. And I'm feeling quietly
High
confident
reps, low
that
weight.
I think the odds should be like not 0. I think there's a non-0% chance that I can win this.
I bet you $50 Kieran wins.
What are the
Are
odds?
you actually going to give me $50 if I beat Kieran?
If you give me $50 if you lose.
That's how betting works.
Yeah.
What if I go to the losers bracket after round 1, win my way through and verse Kieran in the final and beat him there? Does that count?
I'll pay it.
You have to beat him 2 out of 3 times that you play him in that situation.
If Kieran gets through, remember he is washed.
No, but that's assuming Kieran gets to the end having not lost at all.
Yes.
No, I don't need your money, Mark. I'm going to
No, but I need yours. Make this bet.
No, I'm going to prove everyone wrong. I think I have been.
You sound like you have the confidence to
Hard
back
done
it
by.
up as well.
Yeah, I don't have the confidence. I just think that I have got some VGC skill where you cannot write me off completely. And I'm just quite offended that, what I thought was a friend and lover, Alistair, has written me off like this. And I just don't know how I feel about it. I'm actually shocked to my core.
for your body, Chris.
Now,
I did.
the pairings, round 1 pairings and estimated subsequent round pairings have been known for quite some time. We announced the pairings about a month ago. So as the 2 individuals participating in the Invitational, Chris and Dan, how has that affected your mental prep, knowing for 1 month who you're meant to be playing?
I haven't even looked at it. I know Kieran's my first round opponent, like easy win, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't looked beyond that because what's the point? I don't know what
Well,
mons
it's either going to be this guy or Tim.
I don't know what mons they're bringing. And I'm trying to have fun with this.
Why?
Okay, yes, Alistair.
It's $200.
Yes, Alistair, there's probably a good chance that I'm not going to just bring Rillaboom, Urshifu, and Incineroar. And I would also like to point out that I have run all 3 of those mons at various times in the last 12 months. So I don't think it's fair to call me out just because I don't run all 3 of them on the same team all the time. Some of us like to have a bit of fun.
Fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Dan?
It helped me by asking Tim what he's running.
Yep.
And then he said Terapagos Dozo, and I said, bet we'll do a mirror.
Okay.
If I'm commentating for that match and it's a Terapagos Dozo mirror, I'm just going to start reading out today's horoscope. Like,
More interesting.
100%. Yeah.
Are you legit? Like, should I honestly be packing a Haze user?
Oh, Eternatus Ting Lu, you're right. I could do that instead.
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
I mean, I haven't played much Reg-Eye, but wouldn't having a Haze be kind of like smart anyway in Reg-Eye?
Okay, so here's the thing.
How often do you see Haze make top cut at regionals in Reg-Eye?
I mean, well, we're already in top cut, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't. Would you bring Haze or would you bring Mirror Herb?
Oh God, I don't
Specifically
even
on something
know.
with Unaware, because otherwise it doesn't give a shit.
I don't care. I'm already out in the first round of the tournament, so why do I care?
Who is your first round opponent?
Kieran.
I thought there was a...
No, Ethan's put out.
Oh, so now you're just going straight to Kieran.
Yeah,
Yep.
Have fun.
I'm gonna get a game on him. I refuse to just give him a 2-0 victory.
That's possible.
Do we know the script? Is this going to be streamed?
Yeah, it's going to be streamed.
Yeah, but like that one.
No.
Damn.
No.
What?
What?
Why not?
How do you know it's going to be streamed in advance?
I've already planned the
but
round
he's
1
mapped
and
out
2
which
streams.
Oh, because it's going to be such a landslide victory to Kieran. You just not even going to put it on stream. The people
Why-
want to see this.
Why would
I'm with Chris. I also want this.
This is the biggest. This is the money match of the whole event.
I want to be dressed up in a suit.
Why would I put the lowest
announcing what's happening to
qualifier?
Chris in real time?
Lowest qualifier. I went to the least events out of everybody, and I still managed to qualify.
I want
did,
to
actually.
narrate.
No, quantity versus quantity over quality, or whatever the word is. Quality over quantity. That's
I
what I'm
want
trying
to
to
be
say.
able to narrate Kieran turning Chris's team into a fine powder. I just
So the
all right. So
Excuse me.
who's on stream first? Then can we reveal that info?
Alistair and Brendan,
Alistair and Brendan.
Who wants to see fucking Robeson lose to
Three-time
Alistair?
I'm sure
regional
Robeson
champion.
wants to see himself on stream. Thank you.
It's only fair with the amount of work that Robeson has put in
That's true.
to preparing and helping out the O2 drop with this stream.
Oh, so I don't help out the O2 job ever.
Not with fucking digital shit, no.
Okay, well, that's fine. It's fine. When I make it to the final, I'm going to refuse to be on stream. And I mark my words. I am a man of my mark. Mark my
then you
words.
won't win.
I am a man of my word. If I get to the final, it's not going to be streamed.
Joel, please tell me. Please, for the love of God, Joel, tell me that you made these people sign a waiver before they.
Yeah, exactly. Sounds like Slocum's getting tagged in because someone's been DQ'd.
Slocum may get to run in
Hell yeah.
position.
Hell yeah.
No, but I've just brought up Alistair's initial takes on what's happened. And yeah, his predicted path to victory is Brendan, Peter, Kieran, whoever makes losers finals. In bracket, if I keep winning. ...
Why would he share this information? This is toxic
I was
behavior.
also surprised that he would share that
toxic
information.
behavior, Alistair. He plays one game of Mafia in our Discord for subscribers only, by the
pretty
way.
funny.
And he turns out to be some sort of Uber cunt. Uber cunt.
Mein Gott, this man is an Uberkanzen.
I just like that, Brendan, he's like predicted hard trick room, accurate. Peter, he's predicted Koraidon, Lunala.
That's wrong. We know he's bringing Dondozo, Terapagos.
Kieran has gone, maybe no more Pagos. Kieran has taken off the training weights.
Yeah, he's now running actual good restricteds.
Yeah.
It's only taking him months.
Ben, weird shit. Ho-Oh/Maridon question mark. And then Dan and
Ben would
Tim,
never.
Koraidon and Maridon Lunala respectively. And then nothing for Chris.
Just, I've earned this place in this event, and I'm just very upset by it.
So yes, if you are listening and you are interested in checking that out, make sure to...
If you are listening.
Yeah.
What? Obviously they're listening.
Please do come watch it because it's going to be the underdog story of the year. I'm going to wipe the floor with Kieran and Alistair.
I can't wait for you to win and reinvest your winnings back into the podcast, Chris. That's going to be...
You are not seeing a cent. Not a cent.
Apart from the $3 a month that you pay to be a...
Put it all on black.
Black.
Double it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show how Kieran had to actually gamble with it.
No, put it all on one single number. Multiply it by 36.
And then get it. That's a 30, isn't it? In roulette.
Roulette, 36. There's 36 numbers.
Yeah, you don't get even odds.
No, that's because the 0 exists. Technically, there's 37 numbers.
That's right. Yeah, you are right.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, check out our socials for a link to the YouTube stream that it's going to be on.
YouTube thing.
It is.
But only if you're listening. If you're not currently listening to this podcast right now, then don't bother.
Yeah. If you're not listening right at this very moment, I'm not talking to you as a listener of our podcast. And if you are in Perth, definitely consider coming down and saying hi and watching the event live.
Maybe you'll get an interview at some point in between rounds.
Definitely.
You can probably skip the first round of the stream because it's only going to be Alistair and Robeson and no one wants to see that.
Stop turning away viewers, please.
No, they can tune in and just listen to your soothing tones on casting. How's that?
Yeah, that's true.
I can't wait.
If Robeson is running Dondozo, I will be. I'll do the shipping forecast or something.
Can you learn Mandarin for that copy pasta?
Which one?
That all Dondozo players are like brain dead, but it's all in Chinese. And there's randomly Dondozo in English scattered through it.
Hell yeah. You know what? Send it to me. I'll have a narrator read it out to me.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the round 2 stream, which will be Kieran versus Tim and or Dan.
Okay, anyway. Are we moving on from the invitational?
Yeah. Should we talk about how Kieran took off the training weights? And
No, I want to, while I'm fired up, there's something more important than the VR tour that we missed last week.
what did we miss?
They've released the information for the 2026 season for VGC.
Yeah, they released that after we finished recording.
Literally, as we finished recording, they tweeted it.
Yeah.
They did.
Can we talk about this?
Yeah, we should, because I have some instructions for the Pokemon community in Australia of how to actually get OCIC back without petitions.
Would you like to start with that? Because that sounds very important.
We need more ginger mullet kids to get social media and put up viral tweets.
I think we probably need more Kieran versus Chris on stream. I think that would help.
It would.
I agree.
So petitions are great. Petitions show interest in however many people sign them. But if we have 20,000 people sign a petition and 200 people rock up to a regional, TPCi goes, yeah, people don't actually want to participate.
Can I pause you there for a second?
Sure.
You're factoring in VGC Masters. If we factor in TCG, they're getting 500 minimum
Yep.
in just in Masters alone.
Cool.
So our events are bigger than many Latin American events
Yep.
every time. And they get more places again
Yep.
and more events again.
Yeah, but their average attendance for a regional last season was still 1,000 players.
For a are you factoring in LAIC in that average?
I don't think LAIC is considered in that.
I don't believe you.
It's 1,000 players
No, it's
across
'cause most
everything.
of their events are special events. So,
So they don't count.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
So, to prove to TPCi that Oceania is a region worthy of an international championship,
Which we are.
I don't disagree. We need to cap events very quickly,
Okay.
which means
Make fake accounts, everyone. Yep, got it.
or just encourage your friends to come play with you
Claire-
at a regional.
Claire, if you're listening, about fucking time. My sister, for those wondering.
Okay, so encourage your friends
Shout out
to
to
play
Claire.
Pokemon and come to a regional and sign up for a regional.
Yes.
We need to cap regionals quickly. What that time frame is quick. I don't know how early they've been announced this season, like 2 months early, or 2 months before the event registration opened.
Something like that.
Something like cap it in 2 to 3 weeks. That's what we need to do as a community. We need to make the organizers think, fuck, we need a bigger venue.
They do. Because the caps are small.
We didn't cap VG Masters. And we didn't cap Go in Melbourne. Sure, we capped all of the TCG events. But step 2, actually rock up.
Yep, that's fair
because attendance at Melbourne was like 91 or 92% of registrations.
Yeah.
So though TCG's capped, they didn't cap on the day.
Yeah.
Like not everyone who registered rocked up. So cap events,
Cap it quickly.
rock up to events, and then stick around at the events. Even after your day's done, go play a couple side events and then fuck off.
Very good points. I would counter argue that I honestly think if we did get OCIC, it would cap.
But we have to prove it first.
It's like you pay rent each week and you could get like, you know, you could pay a mortgage at the same rate, but the bank still needs you to have a shit ton of money up front to prove for whatever reason. TPCi needs our money up front, which is above and beyond what we need for OKIC.
So let's just continue this. Do you recommend support tickets? Because something that people have been tweeting, put support tickets in. Do you
What?
To get OCIC?
No, it won't do fucking anything.
Yeah.
Because apparently they don't look at petitions.
We have to cap events and then rock up to events.
Okay.
So this season, we're probably going to have 3. Okay, we don't know where they are again. Plus
Auckland, which is going to cap.
So Auckland will most likely
they're going to
cap.
have like 24 spaces.
No, apparently,
No, it's pretty big. It's like a 200 person.
Yeah, I thought it was
Are you
TCG
sure?
only.
I've been told the store's got a capacity of 128 or 124 or something.
Yeah, it's basically like at one of the kicker points. So like, I'm pretty sure the rumor is it's going to be TCG only, but we would hope that
The store has tweeted that it's Go, VGC and TCG, but we don't know how they're going to fit. Because if you get like 50 Australian players go over.
The way that they would probably do it would be like the kitchen regional where they plan.
Yes, New Zealand gets a kitchen regional.
So where they plan to have a 2-day TCG event and then a 1-day VG and Go event. Because Go can get done in 1 day.
It wouldn't be a kitchen special event. It would be a kitchen special event.
But yes.
How dare you offend my culture like that?
I'm an 8th Kiwi.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is that because
everything?
I am. I'm an 8th Italian, 8th Kiwi. Mate,
You're a mutt.
Got a bit of everything in me.
when you fill enough holes, you start to take on some of their traits.
Whoa.
My boyfriend's African. I can claim that card too. You can't cut that. It's factual.
Yeah.
I'm entirely Kiwi, by the way. Just
Actually, 100%.
I was born there, so yeah.
Look at nothing against Kiwis.
Does that mean you get the pass, Chris?
What's the
to do
slur
what?
for Kiwis?
Sheep fuckers. I don't know.
Yeah, you get the S word pass.
I know, it's just butcher the pronunciation of Maori. I feel like that's the
Maori?
slur. Yeah, there's
Are
Maoris.
you like part Maori?
Kia ora, cunts.
The first time somebody said Maori to my face, I was like, what? Are you saying that properly? And they were a Kiwi, so yes, they were saying it properly.
Oh, it's Maori. And I watched Hunt for the Wilder People with my Australian friends.
One of my favourite movies of all time.
So good.
So
Check it out
good.
if you haven't seen it.
Amazing movie. Go watch it.
And there's a scene where one guy says to the main character, "Stay moldy, bro." And all my Australian friends are like, "Did he just tell him to stay moldy?"
That's what I thought Dad said.
And I was like, "No, he's just
like, God damn
saying it correctly. Unlike you cunts, where I was like, are you Maori?
Maori. We got to say all the vowels.
Yeah.
Even though we don't say all the vowels with our usual speak. But yes, encourage your friends to play the game that you played. Encourage them to register for a regional. And then make sure they fucking rock up if they've registered.
Everyone download RuneScape. It's what I'm playing.
Can we just for context for those who are still with us?
Yeah.
Obviously, the season's been announced. They have not announced OCIC this season.
Not yet. But it will be in the next wave of announcements. It should be in the next wave.
OCIC will be in the next wave of
Oceania
announcements.
Region.
Oceania Regionals should be in the next round of announcements.
But let's tell them what they have announced.
Yeah.
So in case you've been living in a basement, North America and EU, and Europe both got an increase from 75 to 80. Is that correct? In their places, placements?
For VG, I think
VG?
I think they got bigger bumps for TCG.
Well, I don't care about TCG because I don't pay attention.
Okay.
But VGC went from 75 to 80 in both those regions. They got more places.
Yeah.
Latin America went from 50 to 60.
Correct.
shit.
An increase of 10. And
Rubbish.
Oceania, still
Got the best
Oceania,
fucking I've had in years.
still at 20. Now, I don't understand why we couldn't at least go to 25. I think like if they're going to increase every other region, and honestly, our region has been trying so hard to like boost numbers, and we're trying to do our own streaming. We've started our own damn podcast, our world famous podcast. Shout out to our listeners overseas.
Yeah.
I think it's the fact as well is that all the Japanese players are now coming over here for and
Singapore and China.
Invite. Yeah.
And like, yes, we've got bigger regional events than the Latin American region. And we have a hugely talented player base.
Yep.
But we have such a little player cap and relatively speaking to the rest of the world, no events. It really forces you to be in that top 20. You have to be a wallet warrior and travel overseas. And it's just not fair for people who have really like difficult jobs to get leave, people who have difficult financial situations. Maybe they're studying at uni, whatever the excuse is. It's not
family
fair.
commitments that they can't be traveling a bunch.
Yeah.
Maybe mum said no, like
Nick Khan's mum. So like,
I do want to mention the TCG numbers because they're crazy compared to VG, but like understandable when you look at attendance anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
North America, 135 in Masters. Europe, 135. Latin America, 125.
damn.
Oceania, 20.
Get fucked. No way.
And then Mesa, 10.
it's in
Middle East, South Africa.
And they've only got a couple of kitchen events. They don't even have, do they even have Middle Eastern events?
No Middle East events currently.
Sure. When's Tel Aviv regionals? Now would be a good time to drop it. Don't you dare cut that.
Yeah.
Iran special event.
Yeah.
Top cuts in the rubble room.
So we was
Shit.
fuck's sake.
The Palestinian special event.
Where's the MEIC, the Middle Eastern International Championships?
everyone's just running Explosion.
Held in Fucking hell.
There's like there's a couple of bullet seed sets. Just to put it, I have a solution.
Yeah.
So if the Pokemon Company International, if you're listening, and I know you are, and all the other big influential players in the Pokemon scene, listen up. Bring back CP targets and just make them higher. Now, I'd like to have actual factual data to back this up.
Yeah.
So this season, we have 75 people in North America. 75th place
It had like 900 CP or something.
was Brady Smith with 970 CP. He finished 75th. Next season, instead of making an 80 CP cutoff, instead of making it 80 people only qualify, make it 1,000 CP hard cutoff. Anyone with 1,000 CP from North America, you're in. Factor it in, like next year, there's going to be more payouts from, we'll go into this in a minute, but there's more payouts from global challenges and grand challenges.
Yep.
There's more payouts. I think the cups got tweaked a bit and the challenges a little bit, like some of the brackets in that. And, there's more special events and stuff like that, right? So there's easier CP in your region.
Yep.
Okay. It's going to be easier to get, but like just make it a flat 1,000 for North America. And it was the same range in Europe as well. Make it a flat 1,000 for
pretty
Europe.
Close,
yeah. And then there's your 80 or so people anyway, but at least it gives people a target. You don't have to go to every single event in the season. And the thing about the finishing in the top X number for each region, you can't take any time off in the season. There's no break time. You can't just be like, I've got my 1,000 CP. I can now have a couple of months off to have a break from regency. No, you have to play the whole
clenched all the way through the
season.
NAIC.
So just go 1,000 in North America, 1,000 in Europe. I can't remember what the Latin American cutoff was, but I think it's about 800.
800, yeah.
800 in Latin America. And I think for ours, it's about 700.
Yeah, 20th place was about 700.
Make it less than that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, make it a bit
Make
less
it
than
500, I reckon.
Yeah.
Make it 200.
I reckon like 50. No, but like make it, say 600.
Keep it the way it is, but make it a cup win, an auto invite.
No, but like 600, 700, it's achievable because we're going to have 4 special events in our region this year.
4 regional.
4 bigger regional
4
level.
regional paying events.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just do it flat. They've had bigger worlds in the past. Like it's not like they can't fit everybody in. Like just make it a flat rate. Everyone can fucking chill out for the season and actually have break time. There's something to work towards. You're not going to be sitting there biting your nails watching the stream being like, shit, if my friend wins on stream, I don't get to go to Worlds because they're going to overtake me into 75th spot. Like it's fucking bullshit.
there was a lot of that discourse going into like the last few days of like NAIC, where like, you know, people were like atting people who are at NAIC being like, hey, you know, I'm the guy currently in 75th place and your performance like boots me out. So I hope you win. Yeah. Like, please make sure you win the event so that I don't get knocked out of.
But like, that's just such psychological like bullying, basically. Like,
yeah. And speaking to some of our TCG friends, apparently this season in Oceania, the top 16 players for TCG went to every IC.
That doesn't, yeah.
God damn.
Brent Tonneson, if you're fucking listening, God, I'm sick of your Twitter bragging.
Yeah, but
is it bragging or is he just informing? Because so many people have done their breakdowns.
No, he's admitted to being a professional gambler, so I got him. But like, he's already announced all the events he's attending in the 2026 season. Like, mate,
when he gets that large sum of money, I guess he can just pay for flights in advance, right?
Yeah,
he gets travel awards.
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah, I mean, people going for travel awards will continue to play the game the whole year. But I think we can acknowledge that like doing the game for the whole year is exhausting, and not knowing that you've got your invite until you win a regional or special event or top 4 in IC is kind of crazy.
Yep. Crazy. Anyway, look, I'm running out of steam. I just think they need to give our region more love. We're crying out for it. Like, please pay more attention. I know ESL Australia are trying because like they seem to be keen to host more events.
Oh yeah, 100%. And ESL would enjoy doing OCIC again.
Hobart Regional.
I was shocked to hear that Perth Regional is just cheaper to host than Sydney and potentially Melbourne.
Hosting is very expensive.
Yeah, I honestly think the state governments need to get involved here because they could turn these into like touristy events, being like, we'll help subsidize the cost to hire the convention center. We get 2,000 players, like, you know, at a big Pokemon event. Like, I think that is, there's marketing opportunities here for the state government and get amongst it, fund ESL Australia so we can get big events and with big caps.
That's actually interesting because I had a chat with one of my politician mates. I won't name drop, but he is an Australian senator. And I was asking about, you know, potential support from the government for things like esports and, you know, developing those communities. And he was saying it's a really interesting one because yes, the government loves funding sporting events, but very specifically a large chunk of that is like for health reasons, so that they're trying to encourage more, you know, people being physically active
and get people getting into the sport.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I thought it was just about getting money for the local economy.
Well, I mean, that, you know, that's why they subsidize things like the WWE coming here
and Coldplay.
Yeah, stuff like that.
They paid like it was like $1 million to get Coldplay here.
What? I do. You know, we are getting more and more numbers coming. I don't think the Western Australia government, and from what I know about the government, I don't think they're going to get my personal connections within the government. I don't think they're really going to give a shit about 400 nerds coming to WA. Like, I think that's probably a bit small to be within their scope. Like,
yes,
when you consider WWE's bringing
yes, but it wouldn't cost them that much money to subsidize.
No, but they wouldn't subsidize it for tourism reasons. If you were going to get money from the government, it would be by like a grant or something. And to get that grant, you'd need to convince them to subsidize it.
Well, what about it gets
like a sporting event that doesn't, you know, contribute what the government wants out of a sporting event, which is the health benefits.
Hang on. What about all the autistic kids that gets out of the basement, you know, and gets outside?
Well, that's, again, my senator mate, there's two things the government likes about funding sport. The first is the health benefits and the second is fostering community. So we would need to lean on the latter.
The community.
Because it is creating a community. I've made a lot of friends through Pokemon. I continue to make friends at these big events.
I thought I had. I'm not really sure who my friends are. Recent developments.
No, it's certainly not our host who has cruelly kept you away from the stream match.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm going to cook the spiciest team now. It's not going to be on stream and everyone will miss it.
I'm really genuinely sad.
Yeah, me too. Maybe we start a petition.
Yeah, send in a support ticket. I think that works.
Let's get a viral Twitter campaign going.
All right. So first we need a small child with orange hair and a mullet.
We can dye Takumi's hair.
In that guy's
And
defense,
just cut it.
he was from Sydney. He was from Sydney, right?
Yeah.
In that kid's defense, that post did have traction.
It
Like,
did.
when I looked at
yeah.
it, it had like 20K views at one point, or something like that. It was huge, and when I retweeted it with my comments, it had about 400 retweets, reposts, or whatever the fuck it's called. It was big for a little kid
Reaxes.
with ginger mullet. Like, none of our posts have got that big.
No, can't say any of mine have either.
The most viral Twitter post I've ever had was when I was talking about Koraidon collision course or whatever. No, I was talking about Koraidon, and I mentioned a PowerPoint presentation about Koraidon, like in this post to Moxie Boosted, and Microsoft PowerPoint actually quoted like and commented on it and
That's
said
right.
Koraidon's on a collision course with the meta like, when the restrictions were coming in, and it went like ballistic. It was,
Looking
like,
back, do we think that was written by AI?
No, I reckon they've got a social media person that just saw that Microsoft that the word PowerPoint had come up in a tweet.
It was Copilot 365.
Probably, but it was funny. I got screenshotted. I'm famous. I'm Twitter famous now.
Yeah,
Famous for that and getting blocked by Wolf Glick.
we went viral for our morning routine. That was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did actually.
We need to do more of that.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
All, all the viral things at the moment are like people aura farming while missiles are falling behind them. I don't want to travel to the Middle East for some Twitter points.
All the people from like Lebanon taking like videos of them with like the missiles.
Yeah, yeah.
I do have.
Funny.
I do
My
have.
favorite was the dude who was playing the saxophone.
Yeah.
I have an idea for a new meme template.
Yes.
Dan. We'll talk after this.
Okay.
After the recording, you and I need to get together and
Bet.
talk.
I mean,
The VR tour that happened on the weekend, because that was going to be the next topic. Because
was.
we were going to announce that friend of the show and former friend of mine, Kieran Singh, Melbourne regional champion
what did Kieran do?
from 2024.
He gatekept him from the second round, obviously.
He did. Future Kieran has gate kept me at the O2 Drop Invitational.
where has all your confidence gone, Chris? You were talking so much shit about how Alistair's wrong and you're definitely going to win.
Well, I don't know if no one else believes in me. Why should I believe in myself?
Finally, we've been trying to get that through.
So, our friend of the show, Kieran Singh,
Yep.
Our friend, not yours.
Well, I don't know if he would have been our friend if he won, but
well, he got bloody far. He won $550 because he got second place. He lost in the final.
yeah, like I said, he
And
didn't
it was
win.
a game 3 and it came down to a speed
double
tie?
speed tie.
A double
Yeah,
speed
yeah.
tie with Urshifu.
And Maridon.
This is why you got to run one less speed so that you're not speed tied.
So you know which one you're going to
True.
be. No, that's that. If you know what you're going to be every time, you can play around it.
Yep.
Yeah, I
That's
agree
true.
with that.
The Japan Nats winning team, he wasn't max speed CSR, which is insane.
Yeah, it was the 244.
Was he?
No, it was like 180
Was
or
it Focus
something.
Sash?
Oh, sorry.
No.
I'm thinking of the Maridon.
I feel like that's. I'm seeing that more and more as like CSR that is not max speed, which is insane to me.
Like
Yeah.
was it really, really bulky?
I mean, it had bulk because it's like, well, I'm
They
not
are
going to
bulky, yeah.
fucking risk
I swear I
this, so.
saw a bulky Color X Shadow with Leech Seed going around at something.
Yeah, that was a Guardi. He took that to the regional.
Oh, a guardy friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show. But yeah, no, I've been seeing more and more Calyrex Shadow on the showdown ladder that are being outsped by Myzation. So
What's
that's
the dog doing?
Can I bet that dog?
destroying.
Okay. So what was Kieran's team in the VR tour and who actually won?
Would you like me to get that up?
Yeah,
I figured someone would. I've got Kieran's team. in
Data
my-
bitch. Come on.
You just
chop.
like put it out to the group.
Oh, well, I'll start with Kieran's team.
All right,
He
go on.
went 11-2 in the Victory Road VR tour.
Huge.
Huge. The team was inspired by Michael DeBest, and also worked on with Multi-Boy VGC, aka Lewis Tan. friend of
We
the show.
should say that he did finish third seed before Top Cut. So huge going into the Top Cut anyway.
That is pretty good.
Ooge. So the team was
It's going to be a 20-minute episode by the time Joel's finished cutting it.
Scarf Maridon with Snarl. The rest of the moveset's pretty standard.
Terra
Electric.
yeah.
Yes, thank you, Dan. I was getting there. The other restricted was Calyrex Ice Rider with Clamulet. Nothing spicy. Terra Fire for those playing at home. Urshifu Focus Sash Rapid Strike with standard. Incineroar AV with standard. Terra Water. Amoongus Rocky Helmet. No Sludge Bomb or anything spicy like that. Had the Pollen Puff on it. Terra Water. and Volcarona Electric Seed with Terra Grass, and they had Fiery Dance, Quiver Dance, Giga Drain, Protect. I'm really glad that he took the Volcarona because it's just such a good mod at the moment. It's fucking everywhere. And yeah, I like this team. I don't like the Amogus Incineroar, and Urshifu, but that's unfortunately the standard of good players these days.
It is.
And allegedly, Kieran's a really good player and going to beat me this weekend at the O2 Drop Invitational. First round. Not on stream, so you can't watch it. Sorry, kids.
There is a chance.
I reckon we could start a groundswell of movement to get this on stream.
I wonder if I could just bring another screen and we can have like a side stream for anyone who rocks up.
And we cut live now to breaking developments in the other game going on.
Chris is hitting the gritty.
Chris has jumped the table and is currently beating the former Melbourne Regional champion with a chair.
Chris is 2 mons down in game 2 and a game down, and he's resorted to flirting.
Kieran uses autism and is impervious.
Actually, that's pretty factually correct.
But yeah, Kieran's opponent, Jeong-So Lee from Korea,
Nailed it.
was running one of dem Bolt Beam Speed Sandwiches, aka the correct name, Mr. Plow.
Mr. Plow.
Choice Scarf Maridon, Terra Electric, Electro Drift, Volt Switch, Draco Meteor, and Snarl. Calyrex Ice Rider with Clamulet, Terra Fire, Glacial, High Horsepower, Trick Room Protect. Incin with Assault Vest, Terra Bug, Fake Out, Flare Blitz, Knockoff, U-Turn. Landorus with Life Orb, Terra Poison, Earth Power, Sludge, Bomb, Substitute, Protect. Rocky Helmet, Amoongus, Terra Water, Rage, Pollen, Spore, and Protect. And then Focus Sash, Urshifu Rapid, Terra Stellar, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Aquajet, and Detect.
Detect. For the Imprison Protect man. Just when we're talking about official names of restricted cores, I thought of one yesterday and I was so proud of it. I wrote it down because I wanted to share it with the class.
Hit us.
Okay. So this is unnamed, so I think we get this one and we can make it official.
Okay. Is it popular?
No. It's a meme core.
Okay.
But I think it's a fucking great name. Ho-Oh Koraidon. So it's like a sort of a sun core.
Yeah.
Hot Wheels.
I don't hate it. Let me sit with it.
Dan's kind of nodding. Mark's silent. Hot Wheels.
I feel like Ho-Oh's not contributing a whole heap.
It's a fire type. It's hot. It's a phoenix.
So is Koraidon most of the time. I feel like Terra Fire Koraidon in itself should just be called Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Extra. Well, I mean, previously I think we talked about this core in the quarter like Thanksgiving or some. But I just think Hot Wheels is a badass name. The excitement in the room is a lot less than I thought it would be, and I'm really disappointed. So, listeners,
I think I like Thanksgiving more.
if you're in our Discord or on the comments on YouTube or on wherever else on our Twitter,
on the web,
on the
mail
interwebs,
to Chris's house.
Don't send me mail. I don't want your anthrax letters or whatever.
Snail mail.
I want to know what's a better
lock bag.
What is a better name for Ho-Oh Koraidon? Is it Hot Wheels or Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving.
I think you're all wrong. I think Hot Wheels is a great fucking name.
I think this is a prelude to what's going to happen in our bottom cut content when Chris is going to be really adamant about one thing and the rest of us are not.
Well,
what could Chris possibly be adamant about in the bottom cut?
I reckon, with a chance to turn Mark, I can flip him.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll find out in the bottom cut. And if you'll find out what we're talking about, definitely check out our subscription content.
It's very saucy.
It is very saucy. Very good. For $3 USD a month, you can support the running of this podcast. Just go to the02drop.com. It'll redirect you to our Buzzsprout page where there is a shiny subscribe button in the top right corner. And you can join our Discord as part of your subscription and get over 60 hours of bottom cut content.
There's a bunch of content. Plus, you can have your top 10 Pokemon list rated by us. Send in your top 10 favorite Pokemon and we will ruthlessly tear it apart.
Yeah, please do, because we've gone through about 30 and we've run out now.
What are the odds of the button being shiny?
The odds of 1 in 2096.
Damn, you got the fucking shiny charm? Rose bowling.
Yeah, boy.
Would you like more stats from the VR tour?
Yes, hit us.
I'll go through the top 8 teams as well. These are the people who got money. We have in 8th place Masahiro Ito, who was running a Calyrex Shadow Miraidon team.
Was Masayoshi in the top 8? I feel like he was.
This is Masahiro.
Okay, Masahiro. Okay.
Do we have a name for Kali Shadow Miraidon?
I think we did, and it was
Not Shadow Rhydon. Shad Miraidon.
Shadman. Hell yeah!
Was that just Miraid Shadow Legends instead of Karaid Shadow Legends? It was like Miraid.
No,
Shadow
I feel like
Legends?
we had something that was actually kind of clever for it.
Ethan, let us know.
Yeah.
I feel like Ethan might have coined it.
What was the electric ghost from Scooby Doo?
I'm way down on my Scooby-Doo lore.
Mark's the official Scooby-Doo aficionado.
It's just Spark Ghost or something. It was fairly uninspired.
All right, fair. The rest of the team was Iron Hands, Whimsicott, Farigiraf, and Chiyu. 7th was Bruno Lima, who is running a CSR Zamazenta team. In 6th, we had one of the Bear Bros, Nikolaj Nielsen, with Miraidon, Zamazenta, with the Sneasel and the Blood Moon. Is the team they've been running like this whole season now.
Sneasel.
Sneasler.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
5th was Gabriel Rigo with Terapagos, Miraidon. Also had Tread, Sinister, Urshifu, and Incineroar.
Oh.
4th was, this person's name is just X, X Shenlin. I'm not mispronouncing it. It's just the letter X. With
Has he got a Chinese flag?
yes.
To be Z, right?
No, there's no I. It's just X. The team was Nightlight with Lando I, Urshifu, Incin, Whimsicott. 3rd was Joan Garcia, who was also running the exact same 6 as Kieran. As on Twitter, they were all buddy about it and saying well done to each other. So
Nice.
yeah, there seems to be a meta forming, especially on the online tour. If you look at like the most common restricted pairs, it was Shadow Rider, Zamazenta, then Nightlight, Lunala, Miraidon, Zamazenta also popping up, and then Miraidon and Kali I as well. So yeah, the most in day 2 was still Shadow Rider and Zamazenta at 15 for day 2.
How many day 2 were there? Do we know in total?
It was day 2 Swiss, so there were 46. So
That's huge.
33%.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Are we going to be watching just a ton of mirrors in 6 weeks' time for Worlds? I feel like we are.
After enough drinks, any game becomes mirrors.
I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a lot of Shadow Riders Zamazenta, but I feel like there's teams that are beating it because, like, you know, it didn't win.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It seems like this Scarf Miraidon and Ice Rider is popping up a lot. Even in other tours as well, you see like that core, especially with the winning one with the Lando, has popped up a lot. So, will be interesting.
Because what won NAIC again? It was Camporossi won, right? What he was running?
He was running Nightlight. The Tangang, but Italian remix style.
Italian remix Tangang Nightlight.
Spaghetti remix.
I don't know. Nightlight seems like it could. It really could at Worlds. I mean, we're gonna see the meta just go crazy again, probably in the 3 weeks leading up to it. But
And what are the Italians cooking right now in their big
Probably
pasta pot?
spaghetti.
I mean, Dan, you are Italian. You have the inside scoop. Is it spaghetti?
I'm not in Team Italy.
With their big cannolis, according to Joel.
And I
Yeah.
would not be running that hideous Terapagos electric seed Miraidon that fucking Marco Fierro was running.
Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Was that with Calm Mind to go like 1-1-1? Yeah, plus 1-1-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn.
Okay, so I found the name of the electric ghost from Scooby-Doo too.
Is that what you were doing that whole
That whole time.
And it's honestly not a bad name for the Miraidon Calyrex Shadow pairing. The 10,000 volt ghost.
Fuck, that's right.
But that kind of already exists with like Pikachu.
No, it doesn't.
Because they always give you moves like, 1 million volt attack and shit like that.
Okay, but do any of them have the word ghost in it?
Dead Pikachu. The 10,000 volt ghost.
Yeah.
That is pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
That movie was a banger.
Oh, yeah. I was in my research to find what that ghost was called. I discovered that there was originally going to be a third live-action Scooby-Doo movie written and directed by James Gunn.
Whoa.
But apparently the second one didn't gross highly enough.
We were robbed.
Never forget what they took from us.
Yeah.
Was it 10,000 volt?
Ghost.
10,000 volt ghost.
It just sounds like it's overcompensating for something. That ghost must have the smallest dick ever.
Yeah. Well, you don't even see the dick. Like,
It's that
there's
small.
a close-up of his groin area in the film because, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, they hook jumper cables up to it and then, no, wait, never mind. They hook the jumper cables up to the Black Knight ghost.
So it's an innie.
Fake fan.
Yeah.
It's an innie.
So it's actually a lady ghost.
It is.
Well, not necessarily.
True.
But yeah, the 10,000 volt ghost has an innie. You heard it here first.
What the fuck?
Feel like
Anyway, sorry, were you guys talking about VGC results?
Who's your mommy?
My mommy?
I don't remember the Scooby-Doo movies enough to understand what just happened.
Watch party.
Watch party?
Yeah.
We should stream it.
As if Velma in the orange latex suit isn't burned into your memory.
That one is cleanly in my spank bag.
It's not. I can't even recall it.
Missing out.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it would take half a second to like reinvigorate when
Half
I
a
see
second
it.
with someone else. All right, there also was another Limitless tour, the same day as the VR. The third annual St. Jude VGC charity tournament.
Ooh.
Literally the
What's
same
charity
day. I'm guessing the Children's Hospital, I'm guessing.
Lame.
Isn't Jude's is like a children's hospital, right? Like in
I believe so.
wherever. Is it UK or
I believe it's American.
American?
Hold on. Do we have the...
No, because I reset the bloody thing like an idiot. So what we do
Stupid.
what we do have, unfortunately, is
Oh, this is dog shit. Get rid of it. It's a children's hospital in America, yes.
yeah.
We don't even have the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, he
No.
wiped it.
I have to redo everything.
We don't even. Sounds like you guys got a crisis. I'm on my way.
No, I have to
Super nanny.
redo everything.
That's part of everything. He's...
Shut up.
Yes, this sounds like you guys are in a crisis. I'm on my way. Is a subset.
He got
of
saved.
everything. Excuse me.
All right, so this was one of the largest Limitless tours, I think, if not the largest. Pete, let me know. 256 players, so a lot. You want a quick rundown of top 8?
Hit us.
We got...
Was it any different?
Yes.
From June 3. Excellent. Not June. Well, June number 3.
This is... What?
VR June number 3, which Kieran came second in.
Yes, it is different. So 8th was the team that Kieran was running. 7th was Koala. 6th was Wheezing Koraidon Shadow Rider.
Ooh.
5th was Miraidon Zamazenta. 4th was Miraidon Zamazenta. 3rd was...
Electric Fence? Is that what we're calling? Or was it Samurai?
Was it Samurai? I think 'cause that sounds better to me than Electric
The
Fence.
10,000 volt shield.
Jesus.
3rd was the winning team from VR3. 2nd was the NAIC Fedicampo winning team. And Angelo Hunter, who took it out, was running Terrapagos Shadow Rider.
No kidding.
With
Terrapagos.
Smeagol, Whimsicott, Chi-Yu, and Iron Hands.
Terrapagos got a tour win.
It was Choice Specs Terrapagos.
Okay, never mind. I retract my ew. That's fucking sick.
Choice Specs on the turtle
No kidding.
with Decorate
yeah.
Smeagol.
I've got a chub.
Fake Tears Whimsicott as well.
All right. All right.
Hell yeah. Fake Tears into Specs Terra Starstorm is fucking sexy.
Yeah.
What I imagine that would be like the old glass Terrapagos with
252, baby.
no, like it'd be like Earth Power, Flamethrower, and Dark Pulse.
Dazzling Gleam instead
Dazzling
of
Gleam.
Flamethrower. Yeah.
Okay. I was close.
And then Life Orb, Terra Dark, Shadow Rider, the classic Decorate, Moody Smeargle.
I love it. I love it. People are calling the Smeargle to be banned.
What?
I love it.
It's not prevalent enough.
Oh, not
if nothing
oppressive.
else.
It's like Dark Void oppressive.
Yeah, we lived through that era. We can live through Wide Guard, Fake
We can
Out.
live through like a base 70 speed Spore, right?
Exactly.
Will we live through the Oceania and it gets 20 places for WODs every year for an indefinite amount of years? I
Probably
don't know.
not.
No. But if we cap every single one of our events.
Get your friends to attend and stay there, etc.
Yeah, do that. We've already been through it.
All right. But only if you're listening.
If you're not listening to this, how would you know?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
those guys who aren't listening right now.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Am I right, fellow listeners?
You know, they could be distracted driving to work, or maybe they put this on as background track to, like, you know, set the mood with their partner because it's better than Seabits.
Fuck, I'm going to put this podcast on the next time I'm having sex.
Wait, babe, stop. I say something funny here.
I think Joel may have cut it.
Yeah. as I'm slowly going down and she's hugging me, it's like, babe, it's okay. It's like, I can't believe you cut my joke. She's just comforting me.
Not in the mood anymore.
She's like, do you want me to sit on it and spin? It's not right now, babe.
That's right. The funny jokes hurt.
Art's meant to be challenging. I don't know what to say.
God damn.
Who've you pissed off this week on Twitter, Chris?
I did have a few with Brent and Brent's worshippers earlier in the week, but I think we've covered my thoughts on him.
Brent's worship.
How many stands does Brent have?
I don't know. Like, he does win regional events. Like, you got to give him credit for being a talented player. Does he need to be a talented player and a bit of a dick? No. But, I mean, sometimes it's hard to separate those things.
It is.
I don't know. I just don't like the vibes. I don't like the wallet warrior bragginess of it all.
You have to be, though. You can't really hate the wallet warrior. You have to hate the situation that created it, which is 20 invites.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
There is a portion of my disgruntledness which is based on jealousy. I'm not sure how much of a flex it is, but like, oh yeah, like my job is coaching players to play Pokemon trading card game.
I'd say it's a
and
pretty big
I
flex.
jet around the world and win some prize money occasionally.
Fuck yeah, the dream.
I'd say it's a pretty big flex.
But like, what happens when he starts playing Pokemon?
Maybe he won't.
What about is it like is he saving?
That's like saying, it's like, yeah, what do you do for work? Oh, I'm an accountant. Yeah, but what do you do when you stop accounting?
No, but like, does he have superannuation?
What happens when the economy collapses, idiot?
Does he have a house? The amount of money that
I imagine he lives at home.
He posts his. That's my point. He posts his winnings for the tournament scene every year on a tweet, and you know, I think it was like $67,000 this year.
Yeah.
Before tax, I imagine, and before like travel costs and accommodation costs and stuff like that. That is not enough to like live on outside of home.
Okay, but if you earned $67,000 and didn't have to work 9 to 5, that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, but like, grow up.
He's unencumbered by a 9 to 5, allowing him.
What am I gonna do for work? Say, oh shit, that's right. I've got to like build a couple of Pokemon decks and then teach some kids and then like go online and play some TCG Live and then masturbate to, I don't know.
Jessica Negri.
Yeah, sure.
Who?
Goals.
And then maybe I'll.
Yeah, that sounds like the ideal work day.
And then maybe I'll like pack a bag.
That's
for
like my current work day. What are you talking about?
I'm off to like Monterey this weekend, so I better pack my same 4 clothes that I own because you know the rest of it's in the washing basket for mum to wash.
Him, maybe stop making his life sound so awesome.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You're really doing a great job of selling how bad his life is.
Yeah,
I think I just became a Brent Tonneson fan, actually.
Just give him. I just want him to have some like useful life skills.
He does.
Well, he's probably very good at traveling.
Yeah, he's so good at traveling.
Probably always knows where his passport is. That's a good life skill.
Yep.
Is that a skill?
He's one of the only people I'm aware of who may actually run out of pages on his passport.
Do they even stamp them anymore?
I think
some
places
countries do. Yeah.
Okay. My current passport does not have any stamps in it because everywhere I go, I just scan it.
Yeah.
This just in, Claire has officially signed up to the new Mafia season. She's back. She's back.
She's back.
Voldemort's back.
Speaking of,
That's my boy. My boy.
speaking of Twitter,
I say that whenever I see Basil just walking around the house, like, that's my boy.
No, my boy.
What do you say? What do you say to Fiverr?
Hello, cunt.
she's become a lot nicer. Cunt,
No,
though.
she is quite sweet.
Does she ever like?
Nice cunt.
Does she ever overtake Basil in the favorite cat category?
Yeah, because do you see that giant ass gash on my neck?
Yeah.
That's because Basil was being a prick this morning. Because
After he broke a plate the week before.
yeah, that too. That Basil gets really, really annoying in the morning when he wants to be fed, and I feed him around 7:30 in the morning before I go to work, and he decides at 6:30 that is not soon enough, and so he jumps on my bed and he will claw at my face and like
What happens if you close the bedroom door?
probably a
claw
shit
at
ton
the
of
door.
meowing. Yeah,
Interesting.
I don't know. I might try it.
Spray bottle.
Then this morning, what happened was he went over to my girlfriend because he wasn't getting enough from me. But when he was in the process of climbing over me, his back foot went on my neck because I was lying on my side. He lost traction and he just went down the side of it. And I woke my girlfriend up with, fuck.
I mean, that would have got him fed pretty quickly. You're awake pretty quick after that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get him fed.
I actually like Fiverr's vibes. I'm Team Fiverr.
Yeah, my girlfriend's the same.
Oh wow.
She does seem pretty chill right now.
Fuck you, Basil.
She is a sweetie, but a lot of people like Basil because Basil's very friendly.
Big man
And he's just
Basil.
he's super chill and like unbothered. Like whenever he does come in to bother me in the morning and I'm just like decide I'm not getting up yet, I'll do things like just grab him and hold him upside down. I've done a thing where he was like pouring at my face from the side and I kind of grabbed him in reverse and did a sort of like wrestling flip.
Wrestling flip.
Yeah, and just kind of
I like to give my cat
flipped him onto his back and he's like, oh, I guess I'm lying on my back now. Okay. Like he just doesn't give a
See,
shit.
like Michael Jackson blanketed him with his kid over the balcony. Like,
I like to give my cat the occasional choke slam just to keep them in line. So
I keep my cats in line by shitting in their litter box.
you stole my idea. Yep. That's ultimate power play. I'm starting a new segment, Joe. I didn't clear this with you first, but I'm doing it. I'm starting a new segment. I'm going to start Chris Maher's tweet of the week.
Okay.
This feels like something that we have previously done.
We haven't called it tweet of the week though.
it was Twitter drama.
Yeah.
Twitter drama. Well, if I only find one thing worthy, it's just going to be the tweet of the week. Tweet of the week this week goes to Lorelei, normal SSBBBX on Twitter.
Yeah.
Anyway, the tweet is, does actuallying somebody for calling Kyoga a fish make you a fucking dork?
Yes.
So there was a poll.
I think so, yeah.
There was a poll. 77.1% of voters said yes. I'm actuallying someone for calling Kyoga a fish makes you a fucking dork. 22.9% said no.
22.9% would be wrong.
22.9% people are fucking dorks.
A lot of people have commented though.
Yeah.
Some thoughts. One, Kyoga is clearly a whale, but that doesn't have a blowhole, so technically it's not a real whale, and therefore you could get away with it. Two, apparently someone claimed, and I want you to Dan, get your phone now. I want you to fact check this for me because Peter's useless. Someone
Sorry, Dan, you have to stop playing RuneScape.
Yeah, my AFK gargoyles. Come on, man. What am I
Someone
fact-checking?
said on this Twitter post that a whale's penis is actually called a dork.
Correct.
It is correct. I don't even.
We got the
How does Joel know that?
penis
Because-
enthusiast over here.
Because I was in high school and a camel's dick is called a dude.
Gay. But there was actually a lot of votes. There was 490
gay.
votes on this poll.
You would know.
And then friend of the show, Angela VGC.
Hell yeah.
Yes, Angela
Oh,
Levine,
man.
if you're listening. He said, I mean, technically,
Actually.
no Pokemon can be mammals because they all lay eggs.
Correct.
There are mammals that lay eggs. Shut
Andy
the
is
fuck
also
up,
a
Andy.
dog.
And like
Luigi.
only Miltank and Go-Go produce milk.
Aren't they called marsupials though?
No, because most marsupials don't lay eggs. They are
Only the
Oh, the-
let me see if I
only
can-
platypus and echidna.
what are they called? They're endotrills?
endotremes. Yes.
Yeah.
But they exist.
Yeah. Okay. So they are a subsect of mammal. I didn't.
Yes,
Okay.
they are.
To be honest, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I think maybe some aquatic mammals lay eggs. But
Also-
yeah, definitely.
Andy Levigus
I
had
mean,
been
the only really aquatic mammals are like dolphins and
whales,
whales and
So it's
beasts.
monotreme, not endotreme.
seal,
Monitoring.
monitoring.
Seals. Yeah.
Andy also said, I think he's getting his tinfoil hat on. He's like, in fact, until a live birth is shown in Pokemon media, I'm convinced people also come from eggs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That does make sense. So
I do appreciate that headcanon from Andy LeVGC.
could be true.
That's
Everything could be eggs in
It's a
Pokemon
fuck
world.
thing to think about of baby children breaking out of an egg.
that is pretty fucked.
That is horrifying, mostly just because it means having to envision a human baby.
Is it that far
Which
removed though?
Or
disgusting.
someone birthing an egg.
You already have.
I've seen that video.
You already have
No, well, I
things.
think Ash's mum was just hugging the Mr. Mime and then an egg appeared and no one knows why.
but if you think about it, like,
We don't know where it came from, but
you've already got things like Tyrogue, not even is Tyrogue coming out of egg? Yeah, Tyrogue, Machop, Mr. Mime, Pokemon like this that like are basically just humans. Throsork, you know, they come out. They are like it's not that hard to imagine a human coming out of an egg in Pokemon world.
Son, we have to talk to you about the Pokemon you keep.
Oh, is it Tornadus with like the anal bead's
Thunderous,
tail?
but yeah.
Thunderous.
Thunderous, but he's like in bed with like
This is literally just
like
a man.
Incineroar,
Incineroar, and Rillaboom, yeah.
Dad, he's got a tail.
No, he has a tail.
This Pokemon is just a man.
It's such a good meme. It's one of the best I've ever seen.
great.
I love when we explain a meme on this podcast.
It's the only reason people listen.
My peak. I don't. It wasn't even.
What's your favorite Lost?
My favorite Lost.
Yeah.
Fuck loss.
You mean Loss?
No, they're called Lost.
No, they're called loss.
Can you explain what you're talking
Fucking
about?
dork.
Fucking boomer.
Yeah.
It's is this loss?
Loss is
The
like
webcomic is called Loss.
Yeah.
They're not
Really?
lost.
No, Lost is the TV show with the dissatisfying ending.
We're all dead. Spoiler.
Wow.
He's fact checking us.
Just to
Just
say,
Google is this Lost?
are we just saying? Are we just saying as a group that we are saying that if someone corrects someone to say Koga is not a fish, they're a fucking dork.
Did it change?
No,
Because I feel like this is one of the first
It's not
memes I knew
Mandela.
about.
Been lost.
it's always been loss.
God damn.
You're lost.
No, that's Joel's doing the meme. It's like, is this Lost? And then everyone's like, no.
Have you been like Mandela affecting yourself all these years?
I think he
It
has.
seems like it.
The problem is that I grew up on early 2000s internet, so
No, you grew up in the 1950s with newspapers.
fuck you.
How good was Newgrounds? Am I right?
So good.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Toss the turtle. Oh, yeah.
Throw the penguin.
Kitty catapult.
No, it was hit the penguin, wasn't it?
I don't know, man.
I can't remember.
Was Newgrounds that animation with like the creeper from Minecraft?
No. Newgrounds was like had a bunch of Flash games on it.
Yeah, but it also had like animations. and
videos,
stuff, didn't it?
yeah.
I never watched the videos.
Just good call.
Just played the games while I was at school.
Yeah, I think Newgrounds was one of the ones that wasn't like banned by the IT team. Like it wasn't blocked on the school computers.
Probably because they wanted to play it too.
Yeah, probably. There was also cool maths games.
So cool.
I have a fun story about how I avoided expulsion at my high school.
Tell us more, VGC podcast host.
Tune in to the bottom cut to find out.
What a teaser! What
Your
a
blue ball in the
teaser!
audience and sticking it behind a paywall.
Always, because it is of that
Always.
nature.
Oh, wait.
I'll give you. I've got a relationship update as well. In my,
It's all happening
Subscriber,
this
yeah.
week in the bottom cut.
I've got my top 10 shiny Pokemon of all time.
I also narrowed mine
Same.
down to top 10.
You know, it's going to be a spicy bottom cut. You better
Yeah.
subscribe.
You better.
2 more subscribers, and you'll see me recreate my top 10 favorite sex positions in an IKEA with Mark Murray cucking with IKEA meatballs in the chair, filming me and Andrew go at it in an IKEA public bedroom.
We might have to create a second O2 Drop YouTube channel to just separate that a little bit.
That's probably a good call.
It'll be fine. We can just blur some stuff out.
Pornhub has shorts now. We can put on. I think they're called shorties. We can put on that.
I mean,
is
surely we need a Pornhub account and to put some of our videos on Pornhub.
This is a made for
Probably.
adult
Just
podcast.
We could do.
Yeah, but if we want to apply to have a community stream at Perth Regionals, we probably shouldn't have that on our front page of YouTube.
Nah, it'll be fine.
But no, if we did stick Kieran and Chris on stream, we could clip that and then stick it on Pornhub and be like, young bull absolutely destroys older guy.
Don't you dare say the D word.
The D word?
D-A-D-D-Y.
Oh,
Hate it. I hate being called that.
that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Young bull destroys old gay.
Did you see Diego on the Discord saying that, like, you know, if him and his partner ever open up their relationship,
That he'll make you.
I reckon I'm
you're
in.
125.
I reckon I'm in. Can't wait to put that on our YouTube content.
Indeed.
Before we, because we're a Pokemon podcast, should we mention the Singapore Nationals?
Yeah, go on.
No, I think we should go more in depth about Scooby-Doo 2 lore.
Actually,
We should.
No, who won Singapore?
movie.
No, could at least say who won.
Seth Green, amazing.
Won Singapore
in Scooby-Doo
Nationals.
2.
Oh yeah. Fantastic red herring.
The robot chicken dude.
You guys are cool.
Chris
Chris
Griffin.
Griffin.
Danva Singh?
Who was he versing?
I don't fucking know. I don't watch the Singapore Nationals. What did you just do the ding ding for?
Wait, I got it. It wasn't good.
Oh, versing, Danva Singh. Oh no, Joel. Boo.
Where's the fucking...
I can get it up if you'd like.
Thank you. Oh, you can get it up.
Yeah,
Not what you told my wife the other night.
Why were you there cucking again?
Yep.
Always watching. What are you, Roz from fucking Monsters Inc?
Not the blooper when she's in the closet.
It is you.
Always watching.
Fuck, they didn't post any of it. The fellow countryman Tan Ying Kiat. There you go.
Nice.
That's who he beat. The winning team was Ice Rider and Maridon. That's all that's been.
Bolt bean
Mr.
speed
Plow.
sandwich.
Mr. Plow.
Damn, that's really picking
Name
up.
again is Mr. Plow.
We needed to reiterate that name. Obviously, didn't stick.
No, we should.
Tub takes if
Joel.
you're listening.
You should start beef with them on Twitter.
I don't want to be that guy that
Yes, you
just starts
do.
beef with everybody. I pick my battles when I know I'm right.
Such as with Brent Turnanson.
Yep.
Yeah, you made his life sound real good.
Fuck you. Such as Alistair Sandover.
He didn't start beef with Alistair.
No, he started it with me.
Are you going to tweet about it?
Maybe. Such as
Tweet longer.
Matt Slocum, who rigged the Mafia game in our Discord for subscribers by not letting us be a Mafia team. And Dan knows what I'm talking about.
What? Chris got Miller and he got upset.
That's not entirely the whole story.
That's the
That is
majority
part
of the
it.
story.
Fuck you.
What does Miller do?
Nothing. And if a cop
They're a
checks
red
you,
herring.
if a cop checks you, you come up flagged as Mafia for no reason.
That's really funny.
Yeah, hilarious.
You should join the server just to watch Chris crash out. It's
sumo.
worth $3 a month. It's so good.
It's not fucking good. Fucking bullshit.
Maybe we should have Crash Out of the
Pride
Year.
Month. Homophobic bullshit.
Oreo won our latest crash out in Mafia. Fuck, that was also good.
was
Again,
also funny.
worth $3.
I also think Warren's playing the next game and he crashes out on a daily basis
Oh,
if
it's
Tim's
gonna
playing.
be fucked. I can't wait.
It's going to be good. I might come watch
Yeah, come to it's
because when I play, I dedicate way too much time to Mafia.
Just play, Joel.
No.
Just be that guy, like be the Jared that like just checks in once a day and be like, hey, I'm still here.
I couldn't.
Yeah, I'm with Joel.
I'm not built that way. I'm built different and in a bad way
just
where I hyperfixate on it.
You've got so much time now. You've got Holly to like do all the cleaning and stuff and cooking.
I hate to tell you this, my man. I am the one doing the cooking and the cleaning here. I wear the
Wait, hang on.
Mr. Wife.
I wear the
flexing?
frilly apron and go around
So
dusting
you're the
and
bitch in the relationship.
Correct.
Yep. She's the big earner.
Okay, well, you know what?
Same
Congrats
for
to Holly.
for so many years. Emma
Holly's the
like handled
breadwinner.
way more than me.
She has acquired herself a trophy husband in the form of me.
I wouldn't go trophy husband. Maybe like one of those like participation medals you get in sports carnivals in school.
You still have to play the
You know
sport
those
to
little
get it.
shitty ribbons?
Yes, I ran in a race.
Hey, maybe we should get one of those participation ribbons for Chris when he gets wiped out by Kieran in the first round of the O2 Drop Invitational.
Oh my God. I'm going to go find I ran a race stickers.
Hell yeah.
I can't wait to prove everybody wrong.
I look forward to it.
Those who laugh last, laugh loudest.
We'll have to bring participation stickers for everyone at the O2 Drop
Please.
Invitational.
That sounds funny.
Are we doing boxes of Jats and other snackaroonies?
We can supply Jats.
We can probably supply Jats, yeah.
Like, will there be dip and cheese or just
I don't fucking
plain
know.
Jats?
I think
Plain
Ethan
Jats.
demanded a
I don't want
charcuterie
that.
board from me, but I
He's not
can't-
coming.
Plain Jats are a cuck snack, right?
want that.
The lack of dip
BYO
and
dips.
cheese is basically just a culinary chastity cage.
Yeah.
Fuck.
BYO dip.
And to know what the fuck we're talking about, tune into the bottom card.
It's going to be a spice. We have been voting for the best Gen 9 Pokemon for the last year, and we are down to the final 2. And this week, we can finally decide the winner of our competition. It is
Okay. Dan, are you happy with our final 2?
No.
Chris, are you happy with our final 2?
no.
Mark, are you happy with our final 2?
Not particularly.
Let's do it again. Recount.
Recount.
I reckon.
The feedback in our server is what the fuck, and I tend to agree. We did a terrible job because
dreadful.
we all just got mean and spiteful.
It also didn't help that the.
In part, I mean,
How did it end up like this?
I would.
It
single
was
elam
only a
is
kiss.
this is the issue with single elam, right?
It is.
I would also blame the Discord for voting, pulling the jar to resolve our top 8, pulling from the jar. Like it was their fault.
Look, I respect them for saying we started it this way, let's finish it this way. It was also a bad decision to let them have a voice.
We
There's a
can't
Holocaust
keep
joke is
editing
staying
out all of my World War II references. There'll be nothing left.
Yeah. I do appreciate that this VGC podcast episode really just has been a 1.5 hour ad for the bottom cut.
Good, it should be because
That and a trailer for Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters
Yes.
Unleashed.
Banger.
Hell yeah.
And don't forget the O2 Drop Invitational this Saturday.
We need a community
Oh, is that happening this
watch.
Saturday?
It is the 5th of July, 2025. Just in case you're listening to this
at
in the
Collector
future,
in Bassendean,
financial
Perth,
year.
or Bayswater, sorry.
new financial year. It should be the first in-person Pokemon event of the new financial year, other than TCG.
Probably, yeah.
The first non-official VG event, potentially worldwide.
Worldwide. We are front runners. We are cutting edge, leading the field of VGC.
We're edging.
Fiscal year 24-25. Sorry, 25-26.
26. Because we are one of the most forward time zones.
Yep.
And we might be the first to put a tournament online for this season while we wait until September to get official events back.
Wake me up when September ends. The fuck was that?
Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yeah. September.
Dancing in September. Never was a cloudy day.
I'm going to use the VGC season downtime.
Oh my God, is that Mr. Earth, Wind and Fire himself?
No, that's the
Which one are
toilet.
you?
What are you using the downtime for in this season?
Jorking it.
I would
And
really
by it-
love to go finish Sword and Shield Pokedexes, all 3, including the Crown Tundra and Isle of
You did
Armor or
not?
whatever. No, as in finish them in home so
So
that I can get the shiny Keldeo event.
That's fair.
Oh, that's
I believe it's Keldeo. They're all different. I haven't got Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, or whatever the fuck they're called, so I can't get that one.
Yeah.
And I don't have
You mean your
Let's Go
$40
Pikachu, Let's Go
shiny
Eevee.
Arceus?
Yeah, and I don't have Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, so I can't get that one. But I can get Sword and Shield. That's going to take me weeks. Also, still haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom. So, and I might download the updated Switch 2. I don't know. I just want to have a life outside VGC for a couple of months. That'd be nice.
I've been using the downtime to clean my house up because
It does look very good right now.
Thank you.
There's room for improvement.
I've still got more to do, but
Like your mother.
yeah. No, because everyone has been coming over to my house. It's like, wow, you've done a lot of like reorganizing and cleaning up. You've got some new house plants done up the backyard. Is
plants
this
are
all
good.
because you've got a new girlfriend?
Is it?
And it's like, no, the timing's just coincidental. It's because there's no events on. So I've actually got free weekends to go to Bunnings, to go to
do
K-Bar, to spend the time cleaning out the drawers in my kitchen, right? I'm actually just...
You should probably clean out some of your plushies. You could get rid of this fucking half-flaying ogre pond next to me. The heat trans fugly that can go.
Agreed. Get rid of that fucker.
That
Vaporeon's out of the jar.
It looks a bit worn.
The
That one
the
could probably go in
Vaporeon
the
is
bin.
drying out. That's why it's up
Slightly
there.
used.
It's up there with its hydration recovery, whatever it is.
Yeah, so that's what I've been doing
Sipper.
with my downtime is use my weekends to clean the shithole that is my house.
Nice.
Thank you.
What
Proud of
about
you.
you? What about you, Dan, with your off season?
I've been yelling profanities and slurs on Call of Duty.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And
you actually been playing Call of
RuneScape.
Duty?
Yeah, Black Ops 6.
Is it any good?
We should play.
I mean, it's like old.
Oh.
I think I got it, and then a week later they announced Black Ops 7.
Would we still be friends if I told you that I've never played RuneScape before?
Yeah, it's understandable.
I've also never played RuneScape.
Or I don't know, play Call of Duty, League of Legends. What's
We're probably better friends for you telling me that you've never played
Skyrim.
League of Legends.
World of Warcraft?
Oh,
Never
but
played
you
any of
should
these.
play Skyrim,
Fortnite? Never played any of these.
do you play hardcore Call of Duty or do you play normal?
Normal. I like quick scoping, bro.
Fair. Hard. It's very hard to do that in hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hardcore is peak.
I bet you sit in corners and just camp.
No, God, no. No, I usually run around with shotguns.
Oh, you're that guy. Yeah, I'm sick.
Shotguns and revolvers. There was a glitch when Black Ops 6 first released where if you put a slug on a shotgun and you had a opponent's head anywhere within the circle that the crosshairs made, it was an automatic headshot.
Wow.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They really fucked up the coding.
And I mean, a couple of mates have just made public enemies out of ourselves because there's like three of us with double smokes and thermal scopes. And we just like rule lobbies. It's fucking hilarious.
That's amazing.
That's our Call of Duty tangent.
Nice. You know, I haven't done much with my off time. Trying to not be sick and exercise.
Jorking it.
Jorking it.
Cranking hog.
No, cranking shaft.
Cranking that shaft. For that clean tear.
Ranking guinea horn.
But we should wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up.
We're wrapping.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Should we wrap it up, guys?
Yep.
No.
wrap it up.
I'm putting a condom on.
Can only
Wrap it up and
make
put a
me
bow on it.
stronger.
Thank you very much to all of our listeners. Thank you for checking in with us and making sure we're not going crazy in the off season. We appreciate you guys supporting us and, leaving reviews, giving us likes, spreading the love, all that. And don't forget to tune in on Saturday. Look for Perth VGC on YouTube. There is a scheduled stream there that you can save the link for. We look forward to having you all watch the O2 Drop Invitational.
And remember, the steps to getting OCIC back was, firstly, number 1, subscribe to the O2 Drop.
Yeah, very important. Number
Very
2,
important.
Chris versus Kieran on stream.
Yep.
Number 3, register as fast as possible so we reach cap at the events. Number 4, actually attend the event
Yep.
and stay there. Also, number 5, get your friends to subscribe to Bottom Cut and also attend the events as well.
Number
Or 5,
6.
obtain friends.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
6, develop a mutual love for Pokemon VGC.
7, touch grass.
Yep.
Number 8, send a text to your uncle who works at Nintendo.
Step 8, jork it.
Step 9, and by it's my peanuts.
Until next time, friends.
Death to the IDF.
A rock lobster.
Until next time, friends.